My name is Gavin, born in Alberta, Canada, raised in Punjab, India, and then Toronto adopted me in 2007. You can imagine the identity crisis, to the point I had suicidal thoughts back in 2018. And the key ingredients to my transformation was being authentic, trusting, connecting, and eventually traveling. My traveling journey started earlier this year with Tulum, Mexico. And I'm here to share my journey from a monologue to a dialogue. Natalia.
Yes.
Hello.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Hello.
Welcome. Well, thanks for having me at your place. Actually, this is.
You're welcome.
Thank you. The beautiful energy in your home. So thank you for this interview, and so we'll jump right into it.
Okay.
Tell us about yourself. Where are you from originally? And we are sitting in Tulum, Mexico. How about did you come to Tulum, Mexico?
This is a good one. I will try to be short.
Take your time.
But originally, I'm from Siberia,
Yeah.
Russia.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very far.
Very far.
Very cold.
Yeah, cold indeed. Weather-wise
Yes,
and
dark.
yeah, right.
So not the best place to live.
Yeah. Like especially during these times, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
so 4 years ago I quit everything in Siberia, I guess 4 years ago, something around this.
Mm-hmm.
And I started traveling around the world, and mostly I've been to Asia and Europe.
Mm-hmm.
And then a year and a half ago I just randomly came here to Mexico, and till this moment I'm here.
Wow. So it's been a year and a half that you've been settled.
Something around this.
That's beautiful. And then you said that you traveled Asia, Europe, and
Yeah.
I'm not trying for you to pick one, but if you want to pick one continent, which would that be? Asia or Europe? Like in terms of the experience you got?
For me, for sure, the connection is deeper in Asia.
In Asia?
Yes, like
Right on.
my heart is definitely there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's beautiful. And then you went to Thailand. Correct me. That's where you went.
I
first?
start from Thailand.
Yeah.
I spent like a few years every season. Every
Yeah.
winter, I was coming to the beautiful island Koh Phangan. Also been like in the north of Thailand.
Yeah.
Practicing yoga there. I was like by that time doing also photography, so trying to manage my traveler life.
Yeah. Right on.
Make
right.
everything works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And then you went to Kathmandu, Nepal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was your last leg of your traveling in
It was
Asia.
the big stop
stop.
for 1 year.
Right.
Yeah.
And
so
then,
during the COVID.
Yeah. During pandemic. Yeah. In
During
2020.
pandemic 2020, I came there, and for me, pandemic was a beautiful time.
Amazing. I thank you for saying that, because I know the pandemic was going on, but at that time what mattered the most was your outlook on how you were treating pandemic.
Yes.
You know, you could sulk in to your thoughts or negativity, or you could travel. You know, so I think that was beautiful.
I think basically you couldn't travel by that time.
You couldn't travel, right. Yeah, you couldn't travel at that time, but you just happened to be traveling.
Yes.
And then you happen to be in Nepal.
Stuck in a very good place.
Happily stuck in a very good place.
Yes.
Yeah, that's beautifully said. I love that. So you are a yin yoga teacher.
I'm a multiple style yoga teacher, but
My apologies.
I love
Multiple
to
style, yeah.
teach yin.
Yes.
And I love to practice it myself. So this is why in our experience.
Yes, the one we did was
the one
yin
we
yoga.
did,
Yeah.
yes, it was yin yoga, because
It's beautiful.
I feel like Hatha or Ashtanga, you will have chance to practice it
So there
everywhere. Any studio you come, they will offer these styles, but yin it's less popular, but very powerful. So just want to share something new
Yeah. I'm glad that I didn't get to practice something which is everyone does. You know, I like something mainstream. You know, I like underground stuff. Yeah. So thank you for that. That's cool. Okay, so so you said hatha, something like hatha, vinyasa. So those will be really regular stream.
This is a base. Hatha is the base of everything.
Everything. Okay.
All the asanas, they come basically from hatha yoga. And this is what we know from all these ancient Indian scripts, from Patanjali and all these cool guys.
Right. And then you would say the yin yoga.
This is a relatively new style.
Right.
And it's combination of traditional Chinese medicine and traditional Indian yoga. Like the asanas mainly from yoga, but the approach, how we move the energy, and it's a lot of energetic work there. A lot of work with your breath. We hold in the posture for extended amount of time.
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
And we're going through all the stages, you know, when your emotions coming out. Yeah. But because we're holding it for extended amount of time, we have time to deal with them and at least to recognize. And this is how we learn, you know, to be with ourselves and go deeper, find this connection with your body and your thoughts, your emotions, which unfortunately not always possible to
because we are constantly in life, we are always like, okay, what's next, like one pose to another. But what I realized about yin yoga was that it really got me to work on those poses, but then really feel the stretch and breathing especially, and as you said, going internal.
Yes.
And what I liked the most about the experience also was the personal care. You know, you gave me, because the space you created was very, like, you know, safe space to just follow your lead. And then I also saw that you had the sound bowl.
Yes.
Is that something that's your signature, that you have added, or this is something was part of yin yoga to begin with?
I don't think so.
No? Okay.
It's like, I just personally, when I practice myself, I find this sound, it's make everything easier. It's like taking your mind from all these thoughts about like, oh my God, I can hold this posture, I hate this teacher, I hate why I came to this yoga class. Yeah. And then you just hear the sound and it's take you somewhere else, and it's make you like really calm. And this is the
That was it?
Yes.
That was it? Wow. This made it to the video too. I love it.
Yeah, I bring them from Nepal.
Yeah. Oh.
From my journey, and they're antique, more than 30 years old, and it was a journey to find them.
No wonder I was feeling like I'm in Nepal when you were like, you know, what do we call it? Like hitting, or not hitting, but hitting the bowl to create the sound.
I definitely believe that they have something special in them.
It added so much to my whole experience, because it made me go further. If I was really working on one pose, and it was just beautiful. Like I did travel, like I felt like I traveled throughout this experience, and it was beautiful. So if I ask you, when was the first time you got passionate about yoga? That you're like, this is it. This is my goal in life. This is what I want to be.
It wasn't like one day and like one particular moment when you're like, okay, this is it. It was a journey, and I feel this is what yoga teach you, that it's never something like instant.
Right.
It's always a journey. It's always the way. And for me, I started more than 8 years ago, and my first experience, it was back to Siberia, back to Russia, and actually I came to yoga because at some point of my life I was very injured.
Very introvert?
Like I have injuries.
Injured.
Yeah,
Right.
like I have problems with my knee, with my lower back, and like back to my childhood, I was doing like some professional sports, so I have a lot of problems with my body.
Nice.
But like 25, 26, it was a lot of pain, and I couldn't do anything else. And I was going to the gym by this time, but then I have back problem, and my doctor told that I can't do any sports like this anymore, and I was super sad. And I find this like advertising of yoga. I was like, okay, I will try it because I still want to do something. And then I find very beautiful group, amazing teacher who was like really very professional, and he was so passionate about yoga, so he just like give the little piece of this passion to me, and I guess till today I carry it somewhere inside me.
Wow.
And then I don't know, just every year I was feeling that it's not only my body changing, it's not only the physical pain going, it's also my life changing completely. Like I start to traveling, I start to knowing myself, what I know, what I like, what I want to do. I start to hear myself better. And certification, my teacher training, I did of course in Nepal.
Of course.
Of course, like
Duh. Yeah,
yes,
right.
it was a place where you can just resist to yoga anymore. You're like,
Wow.
okay, I'm there, and this is a time to take a next step from practice to maybe sharing the knowledge.
Yeah, like I mean, the practice is only a good practice unless if it's shared with others. So beautiful, and I want to acknowledge you for whatever you were told about your body, which you weren't able to do at that time, but how you came out of it and took that leap of faith, and you found something, and then what you created. If you tell me that you had leg problems or back problems, I wouldn't be able to tell at all. Like the way, like how flexible you are.
This is the thing. This is why, like in my teaching practice, I try to find more like soft approaches to the students, because usually when you see someone who's like super flexible and you don't see this 8 years of work, you know,
Yeah,
you
right.
just see the person who is
Right.
like doing it super easy,
Yeah.
and they're flexible, and you think they're just born like this, but no, it's many years of work, many years of practice, and it's little steps, but every day,
Amazing.
like step by step,
Yeah.
little bit.
This tells me there's no shortcut to anything.
No, unfortunately, I have
not.
a bad news for you.
Yeah, no, I've learned that lesson, but this is for the viewers. No shortcut. Put in the work.
Kids,
Kids,
don't try
kids
to.
in school. Put in the work. There's you know, the benefits will come. The reaps, like of the all the planting you did of seeds you did for the last 8 years.
And it's also, it's not the way like direct up. It's like
it's gonna
this.
be
So
up and
sometimes
down.
you feel like so exciting, and you want to practice 2 times per day, 5 times per day. You find like that's the only thing you want to do, and some days you wake up and you're like, no, I don't want to do anything.
Right.
But the key is like, no judge. First of all, like you are exactly where you need to be.
Yes.
You're perfectly good wherever you are. So no judge. We all have ups and downs, and in the end of the day, it's all about, you know, universal love, and it's also include love to yourself,
prepare yourself,
and
Right.
to respect, to care about yourself, and don't push yourself out of your limits.
Yeah. Wow. Beautiful message there, because like we forget that before we can love others, you have to love yourself and really take care of yourself.
I think it's more difficult
To do
do
that.
it,
Go internal.
to love others.
It's easy. Yeah.
What I see for many people, it's easier.
Yeah.
And
Right.
for yourself, you don't really
Yeah.
nothing left, but it's supposed to be opposite way.
Beautiful.
You're always on the first place,
Yeah.
not because you're egoistic, just because you need to care about yourself, and only then you can share things with others.
So funny, for the last 3 months of me being here in Tulum, Mexico, it has been really going internal and really doing the inner work, getting to know myself, forgiving myself,
Yes.
you know, and finding my core. So it's beautiful. That message, amazing.
Resonate.
It rings. If there was a bowl here,
Yes.
I would hit
Same
that.
vibration.
Same vibration, exactly. Exactly. So I want to ask you, so I know you mentioned about someone who actually showed you the ways of yoga. So what that person was your mentor? Would it be safe to say like he was your mentor or role model in this field that supported you to get into this journey? Or who
Yeah,
would that be?
this is a beautiful question. Actually, thank you for asking, because I wouldn't say this person was my guru or something. It was just the perfect example of human being. You know, his life and how he treats the people, how he treats students, like his lifestyle by itself, it was very inspiring. So it was not like he's sharing some knowledge. No, I was just coming to the classes and I see this person. And by the time I have chance to know it better, like, you know, just become kind of friends. And it was inspiring just to see someone so dedicated to practice, being so beautiful and kind and calm with the people. And I was just like, I want to be like him when I grow up.
Beautiful, yeah.
Yeah, and
That's so amazing.
mostly the yogis I admire, they are, first of all, beautiful people.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
right. Like
like-
there's something about their energy.
Yeah, I mean, the
yeah.
ability to sit in the split doesn't make you a better person, obviously.
Right, right.
It's, yeah, you need to understand that yoga, it's not only physical work, it's a big practice, and it's...
All realms, physical, mental,
Exactly.
spiritual.
Exactly, how you treat others, how you treat yourself, how you even organize your day, how you organize the space you live in.
Yeah.
It's all there,
Yeah.
all the limbs of yoga.
Even us sitting down like this, like I feel grounded. You know, we're not even doing yoga, but it's just sitting.
We're doing
in this,
yoga.
We're doing yoga. That was good. Beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. And then now, if I ask you, was there a point that you had a failure in life, or you felt like you failed? How did you turn it around? And what did you learn from it?
I have few situations like this.
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, many.
Right, me too, me too.
Yeah, but what I learned from all these bad situations,
Yeah.
that they
Or
actually
so-called
never
failures.
bad.
Right,
This
right.
is this is usually it's finished. It's like you finish one circle in your life, one period of your life, and then you step into something new. And it's always opportunity to grow. And now I take it easier if you fail, you losing like important things in your life. You just take time to be miserable for a bit. Let yourself, you know, do what you want to do.
Yeah.
And then you just start practice, you know. You just start practice, start to come back to yourself from your grief, from your like expectations, your broken expectations. You tell it to yourself that like, okay, let's start it from beginning once again.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful new journey. So
I love it. That's why I asked you this question, because what I'm hearing is that the failure needs to be embraced, and really being compassionate toward yourself, and then learning from it.
for sure,
You know,
I mean, it's a part of the journey.
it's part of the journey.
Like
it's
you-
not just what you said. There's going to be up and downs, and then it's just about what you do in the down moment, and how you bring yourself up. So beautiful. That's why it was like so-called failures, but failures are really there for you to teach something.
Yeah, I mean, even like the pain you're going through, it's needed sometimes. You know, sometimes you will never think about these things.
Right.
If life or universe didn't bring you there. And the universe give you the signs before, you just never listen. So then her signs is like louder and louder, and sometimes you need to
we
kick
learn
your
the hard
ass.
way. We learn the hard way, right? We're human beings, unless we're like really kicked in the butt, you know.
Some
we're
students
like, okay, I get
are
it.
like this.
I get it. I'll change from tomorrow or from today.
Yes.
Wow, beautifully said. Thank you. And another question I wanted to ask you. What advice you would give the 16-year-old Natalia today?
Always believe to myself, like always believe that I can do everything I want.
Yes.
No matter what, no matter how I feel, always
just trust.
Trust
just
to myself.
Trust
that I can.
And you did. You did. That's beautiful. Wow. I felt that.
And you?
That will be another half an hour. But this is about you.
I'm just curious.
The advice I will give to the 16-year-old me would be also similar, something similar, that just don't try to fit in. Because when I was 16 years old, I was just trying to fit in. Because I was introduced to the Western world from the Eastern world.
Yes.
And everything was new. I looked different with my turban and everything. And I was always like looking to fit in. I'm like, where do I fit? So I just want to tell that 16-year-old, like, just be you, be unique.
Relax.
You. Just be unique you.
Yeah.
And that's what I ended up doing. Just be myself and educating people where I come from. You didn't know I had a turban on? You didn't know I never cut my hair? Let me tell you where I come from. You know, I'm from the North India. We are the spiritual warriors. Yeah, I know. Right? Bobblehead starts coming in.
I love it.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Thank you for asking. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And lastly, Natalia, for our viewers, what are the 3 calls to action that you would want to give them? That these are the action they can take right now. 3. Doesn't have to be too big, but what would that be? Yeah.
I will say from the perspective of the yoga teacher.
Yeah, please, yes.
So my 3 advice will be like, start every day with a smile and with a gratitude.
Yes, beautiful. Yes, keep going.
It can really change your day.
It does, right.
Take care about your joints.
Yes, wow.
This is a very important, when you're young, you never think about it.
I know, well, I mean, when I got into my 30s, I started feeling everything. You know, apparently you're supposed to feel at that time, but it gets worse as going forward, right. Take care of your joints.
Yeah, and take care of your self, about your emotions, about your thoughts. It's also need
it's important.
Care. Yeah. It's also practice, and it's as important as your physical health.
Yeah, we discard that sometimes because we don't see it. You know, when it's not visible, then it's not there.
Yeah, and all these 3 components actually can be in your morning yoga practice. No, that's beautiful. That's awesome. Wow, so 3 calls to action: smile, gratitude, and then the second one was take care of not only your physical needs, but your emotional and mental needs. Yes.
And the third one was joints.
Joints.
Yes, I know. I keep forgetting.
It's very
because I'm not taking care of them. Right.
This is what we were doing in yin yoga class.
Right. Yes.
It's very important.
Very, No, I thank you again. I felt like you were talking to me. You are talking to me. So yes, I will take care of them.
Every time you nod, remember my voice.
Remember your 3 calls to action, and then especially the joints one.
Yes.
Yes, I will remember that. Sometimes someone needs to just tell me and have that accountability. So thank you. I will take care of it. It's beautiful. And finally, if our viewers want to find you online, where they can find you?
I just remember the name of my Instagram, and it's funny. It's make me laugh all the time.
Why? What is it?
Because it's no drama yoga.
No drama yoga.
Yeah,
Right.
So no drama.
No drama yoga. Right. I thought that was a twist to nomade. Something. I think
Just no drama.
no drama yoga. I love that. I didn't even take that in. That's what I meant. No drama yoga.
Yeah. So this is my Instagram, but I always prefer to be offline than online.
Yeah.
So you can reach me online, but if someone wants to practice with me, it's always better to meet personally.
Of course.
And I travel around the world, so everyone will have chance.
Yeah, and then you do your updates, like where are you going on?
Yes.
Then Instagram is your channel where they can follow you and look
they
for your
can
updates.
channel in me.
Yes.
Instagram.
Yes. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And again, thank you so much. And lastly, how was I as a student in your yin yoga class?
You was a brilliant student.
Oh,
You was
I
very
know.
good.
I fish for compliments. No,
You was a really beautiful student because you were listening everything I say, and you were really into it. You're really trying. So this is the most important thing.
Thank you. Thank you. Namaste.
Namaste.
It was a pleasure talking to you.
Same. Igualmente.
Nicole, see you in South America, yeah? Or if you're
Somewhere
all going
in the
somewhere,
world.
somewhere in the world. I know, this is just the beginning.
Yes.
And the world is a small place, and we shall meet again.
For sure.
All right. Namaste.
My traveling journey started earlier this year with Tulum, Mexico. And I'm here to share my journey from a monologue to a dialogue.